my numbers right, and do you support the construction of a new courthouse, a jail, or both? If so, when and under what terms?
I absolutely support it. We've got approximately 160 prisoners in Hall County right now. The money that we spend to house them there, somewhere between 25 and 35 years we would pay for our own jail, depending on the size we build. Now the $75 million that was put on the last referendum that was turned down was probably, after I talked to the sheriff, a little bit higher than it needed to be, but at the time steel had tripled in price and concrete had gone up about 30–35%. And he was scared to death not to ask for enough money to build it. Get in the middle of a project, you got to wait for another 4 years to get another referendum. But anyways, absolutely agree with it. They all be in the same complex, courts, headquarters, and that, so you minimize your transportation of the vehicles, minimize the deputy hours for transporting people, minimize the deputies' time for having their meetings at headquarters. It just makes a lot of sense, and we need it. Otherwise, we're cutting our prisoners loose too early because our jails are full and have a federal mandate to let them go.
Did you find somebody to roll your windows up?
Yeah, he got up and went out there and sitting there and he struck my lightning.
Sure. And Mr. Shore, do you support the construction of the new courthouse and jail, or both?
I actually support both. After speaking with a good number of the judges and members of the court and the sheriff, and touring the court system and the sheriff's offices and numerous facilities across the county, there's no doubt we do need a modern facilities. The problem is, well, there are a couple of problems. I just believe that we put a bond referendum on when we had the SPLOST as well as the green space bond, and people were very unwilling to put another tax on. And I also think we used we could look at another method and put these items on a SPLOST, which I think would be voted for and pass.
Mr. Harrell, do you support the construction of a new courthouse or jail, or both? If so, when and under what terms?
I do support both. As far as the jail is concerned, either the people will vote us to build it, or the federal government at some point will require us to build it. It will get done. The piece of property that we bought, that folks like to say we wasted money on, that's where it will go in my view. We looked at other places and got pushback. When we picked out that particular piece of property, I didn't hear from one person. It's close to the courthouse and it's close to access to 400. It's a good place for it. As far as the courthouse is concerned, the plan was to move the jail down there to give us options in the city to take care of the courthouse. That hasn't happened. We're working with the judicial system, judiciary folks, to find some interim measures to help us get by until this can be completely solved.
Mr. Venko, do you support the construction of a new courthouse, a jail, or both? If so, when and under what terms?
Yes, I would support both. I do believe what I refer to as a turnkey solution, which would basically equate to one consolidated center. That vertical option is definitely seems to be the way to go. Again, as everything is always a very dynamic situation. The way it stands right now, that seems to be the best solution. Something could change, but definitely I again refer to it as a turnkey solution.